Hey, we're back. We're back in Minecraft. And, well, if you can see from my hotbar... Oh, wait, hold on. I think I actually have the. As you can see in my hotbar, I have diamond tools. Well, I found some more diamonds off camera, and I decided to only make diamond tools because I don't want to progress too far in the game off camera. What I plan on doing for this episode is actually building my house. Now, what you see is what I built last episode, in episode 1, and well, things have kind of changed because it's been a really good long time since I recorded a Minecraft video. I didn't change anything to the house. Everything's normal. As you can see, from the front and back, everything's normal. But everything around me is kind of, well, kind of advanced. They were able to build like a lot of stuff in just a short amount of time, so I got some catching up to do, which is why I'm building my house in this second episode. Off camera, I got all the materials because I think it would be a little bit boring if y'all just saw me grinding for either terracotta or dye or anything like that. So I got all the materials, and speaking of which, this is actually where I'm going to build my house. I'm not going to say what it is, but you'll enjoy what I'm going to be building, or you could probably hint at what I'm trying to build later on. But as you can see, reserved for Pablito Carlito. It says it on the sign, and the signs don't lie. So what I'm going to be doing is basically having a huge, gigantic house that will overlook everything else because it is going to be pretty tall and very purple. You can probably assume where I'm going with this. And with that, I'm gonna need a lot of terracotta. So what did I do in my free time? Well, I got a lot of terracotta. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to essentially just have this claim right here, as you can see, and just essentially, you know, changing it up a bit, clearing it out first, and then I'm going to focus on just building the building, I guess. So yeah, let's do that, shall we? If you see these red blocks, that's actually the outline of what I'm going for. So first, what I'm gonna need is, I think I'm gonna start, well, first let me clear all this out. So now what I think I'm gonna do is essentially just start from the corner and just work my way up, because usually it's easier to get the bottom started instead of the top and work my way down. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I already planned this out, so I already know what I'm doing. It's just the fact of building it. And I have no idea where all this bamboo came from, but I'm gonna get rid of it if it starts to get in my way. Let's start. What I'm building is gonna be like about 19 blocks or so. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So not much space I have to work with this way. I think it could work. I didn't really think I would have to think so much about what corner I'd be starting at. It's just that with all this dirt in the way, it's very hard. Let me see if I have any dirt, because that's like the one thing I'm going to need a lot of right now, just to flatten the ground. All right, I'm back with some dirt. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough. I know I'm not going to have enough. Well, no, I'm not. Yeah, as you can see, that is nowhere close to enough. So let's do 1, and then we have like another layer on top, and then we're good. After this, I think we need to place 30. I think I had it in my plans. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. As you can see, we are going to have a very high view of everything around here. It's crazy, I know. After this, it's going to go this way. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because it's going to go over this path that you see on the ground and then go back that way. So I think it would be like a pretty cool overhang, actually. It looks pretty nice. And then we're going to have to like move this thing up a bit. So 1, but however, I'm also going to have to move this like that way a bit as well at the same time. So like diagonal. So let's add 2 here. And then let's do that again. Why the heck not? And then let's have this thing. Then 1, 2. And then let's just add another one. And I think we're high enough because we don't want it to be too high to the point where everything's foggy, as you can see with that building all the way over there. So I think that this is high enough to start curving it around again. So let's go back the previous part. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then we have to move this thing back up again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have this 8. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think that's enough. Now I have to go back down, and that's the hard part, building down. So what I do is I usually grab a water bucket and then just dip it. So I'm going to have to go down by 11, I believe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we have to go back before. I think like by 8 is good. Maybe 9. Yeah, I'll go 9 instead. So, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I think I'm gonna go down again. Yeah, I'm gonna go down again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I think we have to go all the way back there again. So that should be 9, I believe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is this lined up? Yeah, it is. Now I just have to water bucket clutch and hopefully I land and just build this tower thing up. Okay, that was very embarrassing and you guys didn't see that. So now I gotta line myself up with this. So I think right here should be good. I hope I'm lining up correctly. Now he's gotta do that. There we go. Now it's got a water bucket clutch again. Boom, like a boss. Then replace this with the light blue terracotta to match up, and there we go. Stop. Now I gotta move this by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm also gonna move this by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because we want to equal. And did I make this too far? Hold on. I think I made this a little too long. Did I? I'm not sure. I believe I did. This should be 16 blocks long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Stupid me. I made this too long. I think I made this too far, I believe. Yeah, okay. I guess I'm gonna have to fix that. Alright, there. Now that should be fixed. Good. We're good. We have a 4-door opening. That's what I was trying to get to begin with. If you couldn't tell from the outline, well, stay confused if you still have no idea what it is. Now, what I'm going to do is essentially I'm going to move this whole entire thing over to this side. So, and just make it wider. So, obviously I'm going to put dirt under this. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, there we go. Is this in my claim? Okay, it's right on the edge. Okay, that was very, very lucky. I was able to get that right on the dot. And we're also gonna do the same thing to the other side. So I'm gonna have to clear all this out again. Okay, there we go. We have ourselves some more room to work with. And let me just fill this up because I told you I was going to fill this place up with dirt. Flatten the ground or else I would probably get annoyed myself. Now we just need to move this side as well by 18. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17... Don't tell me I messed up. 15, 16, 17. I messed up again. Okay, well, that was lovely. Okay, instead, I'm now right on the dot. And now I just got to move this on the edge right here and fill this up, too. You know, I really do want to get rid of that tree. That's really annoying. I think I'm going to do that just to get it out of the way, obviously. Okay, so we have our grid to work with. This is going to be the space where, essentially, I'm going to build the base of the structure, and then what it's going to do is there's going to have a huge elevator right here that's going to go all the way up, and that's essentially it. Now what we want to do is something essentially very boring, and that's, again, move this whole entire section over to this side, and that's essentially what I'm going to be doing. So I just need to copy exactly what's on here and just make sure that it's lined up. Now I just have to just add a little edge just to really show that it's lined up. This spot is going to be filled with light blue terracotta, and it's going to be like a place where I could put some stuff. But I want to move this, I believe 9, we said. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's lined up. And then we just got to fill in this, and we have ourselves a platform to fill in. All right, there we go. And what we got to do is essentially, again, fill in this platform, which should take about like 5 minutes or so. Now we just got to copy this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's 7, right? Has to be 7. Now we just gotta move it that way again by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's should be easy. And then we fill this in as well. 16, 17. Okay, yeah, it's good. We're good. We're good. We're good. And then we just gotta bring this thing up. And there we go. We have ourselves an outline to work with here. Now we have ourselves an outline and a base just so we can store everything. Now we're here. Now we're at the top. Now we just add ourselves a nice little outline just to really show depth and to also show essentially how... I lost the word I was going to say. Essentially to show 3D, I guess, except this world is all made out of 3D. You get what I'm trying to say. Okay, there we go. We have ourselves an outline. And I think I'm going to add another layer just on top to really show off that this is the top. And there also needs to be a base for the top to begin with. So I think that's what I'm going to do. There we go. We have ourselves a little roof, I guess. Now I think what I'm gonna do is I guess have like a measurement to understand where the middle is or where I want the middle to be, essentially. But on this tower, there's gonna be like a huge glass dome at the top. And with that glass dome, I'm going to need this to be kind of cut in half, essentially. So I think this line is perfect, actually. So let's kind of do this. There we go. Yeah, let's have it like an indicator or some sort. It's like right here. There we go. And I think we should do the same thing on the other side, just to, because this is going to be on both sides. So let's quickly go do that. There we go. We have ourselves a little indicator. So, and then what we're going to be doing is extending it on each side and make it kind of symmetrical. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we're going to be doing the same exact thing to the other thing. So I'm going to time lapse that section, but essentially what you're doing to this side, you're going to be doing to the other side. And then we're going to make it essentially one row shorter than the other. So kind of like a pyramid, I guess. And then we're going to go up by 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then at the bottom, at the very bottom, I'm going to have, it has to be like a weird diagonal pattern. So let's add this. And just, again, do that diagonal pattern like I've said before. 1, 2, break this, and then we should have 3, I believe. Yeah, we do. Okay. And then on this corner, we're going to have essentially the same thing, but going more upwards. So kind of like this. Kind of like a Tetris piece. As you can see, we have like kind of like a bit of a Tetris piece. That's what we're going to be doing. We're just going to be doing that a couple more times, and then we're adding it on the other side as well. And what I'm going to do is essentially go again in time lapse and just exactly copy exactly what I just did, which is, let me go down so you guys can get a far view from it, is essentially this. I'm going to be building this, but on this side instead. And there we go. We have our top. Now, here's what gets a little bit frustrating, I guess you could say. I don't have the glass yet, or sand, you could say, to make all of this. So I'm going to come back to this later, maybe in the future. I'm not sure. But right now, I physically can't do the glass. So what I'm going to do is actually work down and essentially just do the glass later. But one thing you can do though is essentially connect all these ends together to make it a little bit easier. So right here, this is an end. Just connect it with the other side. That simple. It's actually a part of the build, so it could also help you with the glass as well. But the glass I need to make is light blue glass, and that's not really fun to make. It's not. So essentially, I'm just going to do that later or off camera. I'm not sure. And there we go. We have our ends connected. And again, like I said, I'm going to add the glass later. But all of this would be like kind of a dome, half a dome of light blue glass. And that's essentially it. And actually, come to think of it, I forgot to add a little outline on one of the towers. So let's quickly add that, shall we? I think I need to be down here. Yep. And let's just add a little corner here. There we go. I always hold my breath in whenever I have to make a tight jump. It's a weird thing I have. And there we go. We have our little corner, or a little outline, I guess. And then I think with this outline, we're gonna add another, I guess, outline on top of an outline, like we did with the roof, essentially. So we're gonna have it kind of like this. So we're just gonna add a little outline like this, and it should be pretty easy and simple to do. I'm running out of blue terracotta though, so I might have to restock on that. Oh, hello there. Oh. Okay, he just went into the back rooms. Never mind, he's back again. Hello down there. He's gone again. I'm so tempted to shoot him with a bow. And now what we're going to do is add another outline like we did with the previous side in the top as well. And just add an outline right here because we don't want this weird color to be on the edge, essentially. We want the outline to be purple. Or, well, according to Minecraft, blue terracotta colored. There we go. So what we're going to do here is just essentially add a spike in the middle on this platform. So we need to find the middle of this line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think is the middle. I'm going to have to count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, this right here is the middle. So 10, 11. So you should just count to 11 on one side and you should be in the middle. It's just a marker. So we should move 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is where we are going to add our spike, just on this little ledge here. And then we should have it lined up with the roof right here. So it should be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then everything here should be blue terracotta. Okay, there we go. We have ourselves our roof, and then another thing is there's also going to be another outline on this part. The heck was that? He just disappeared.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Someone is right here. I know. Don't mess with me. I'm recording. Whoever's messing with me, hopefully they get the message. Anyway, where was I? So we're gonna have an outline right here as well. And essentially just make it 3D, make it pop, essentially. This was Solar. Sorry, lol. Solar, if you're watching this, I hate you. I hate you so much, I'm going to throw this sign off the cliff. There we go. Okay, let's make ourselves an outline here, and there we go. Alright, we have our little space to work with. I know it looks weird, but trust me, it'll be fine. Okay, now we can just dig under this, fill that hole up, there we go. And then we're essentially going to make this spike spiral thing. Now we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, and essentially just add 4 rows of blue terracotta, and just make it kind of look blocky, I guess, which makes sense because this is Minecraft. And then we are going to mine out these 4 corners to really add some texture to it. Here we go. I think this looks good for a spike. Yeah, this looks fine. Now, I think because we worked on this part so high up, and plus because it's dark out, we... You didn't see me, buddy. What I think I'm going to be doing is essentially just working on the bottom now because I've already worked so much on the top. So first what I want to do is essentially just move these in. I have no idea why I added light blue terracotta to the outside. It's supposed to be on the inside, so my bad on that. So let's just add this here, and it should be 2 layers. So like this, and we're just going to go all around the edge. Okay, there we go. We are all around, and now we just gotta add another layer of blue terracotta on top of that. So, up here, and just essentially add an outside layer of that. So now what I think I'm going to do is add part of my own style. So the building that I'm copying off of, it has mostly light blue terracotta, but what I want to do is add more dark blue instead of light blue. So what I think I'm going to do is actually just add more of the dark blue terracotta on the outside instead and make that pop and make the light blue terracotta pop instead. Yeah, I figured it out. Okay, we're good. Yeah, these corners are going to be very, very purple, essentially. So we're going to have this. All right, now what we're going to want to do is essentially just add this pattern to the rest of the tower. And that's pretty much it. Then I'm going to add the interior. Okay, so I've been doing this for a long while now. As you can see, there's water rushing down. Yeah, in case you couldn't tell, I'm building Doofenshmirtz Incorporated.
Doofenshmirtz Incorporated!
I'm almost done. I just need to add the glass, which I'm going to do later. And then I'm just going to add the sign and essentially the door frame. What the door frame is going to do is basically very simple. So it's just going to be going around like this. And that's pretty much it. That's really it. It looks really good. Once I start adding the sign, though, it'll look amazing. But so far, all I gotta do is add the sign, the big green sign, and we're pretty good. Let's see, 1, 2, let's have it right here. That should be good. And then let's just get rid of that. And let's have it like somewhat near the edge. So I guess also 2 blocks away. Yeah, that's good. And there we go. Now let's just get a quick far view of the whole entire incorporation. And I think this will be it for the video. It's a pretty short one, I think. Should I add a sign on the other side? I don't know. It's gonna be 4 wide, so wait, 5 wide actually. 8. I'm gonna need more green terracotta if I do that. That's the problem. So let's have this extend. Here's the thing. I just want room for the note blocks. So how am I gonna do that? We want it to be like a 2-block opening. So let's have it like this. You think that's far enough? Yeah, I'm not really sure. You know what? If we get rid of this and then have the back here, then the water elevator is going to be right here. This could work. Yeah, I think this could work. Yeah, let's go with that. So yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good for this episode. Let's just get a far view just to, I guess, have the thumbnail or something. And that's pretty much it. Oh, wow, that looks amazing. That looks awesome, dude. There we go. That looks perfect, actually. That looks awesome. So I think I'm going to end it here. I know pretty short video, I guess, for you guys, but for me, it was very long. It's 3 hours of raw footage that I have to edit. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Just me simply building, kind of teaching you how to build this thing, Doofenshmirtz Incorporated. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and later.